my channel. Welcome back to Hollyween. Today we're going to be discussing some scary books that I want to read in the future. The first book that we are going to talk about is a paperback called The House by Bentley Little. I'm just going to read you the synopsis here. So it says, 5 strangers are about to discover that they share a dark bond, a haunted childhood, a shocking secret. A memory of the houses they lived in, each one eerily identical to the next. From the remote foothills of the West to the green lawns of sunny suburbia, they are returning to the past, to the unspeakable events they long to forget, to the house. And their journeys are about to converge in one terrifying challenge to confront their nightmares or be trapped inside them forever. So this one sounds super creepy. I am all about haunted house stories. My work in progress is a haunted house story, so I love reading them. I think they're so much fun. I think they're great for the Halloween season. I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up. It's been on my shelf for a long time already, so it's about time that I probably read it. The next book that I want to start is Stephen King's Nightmares and Dreamscapes. This is a short story compilation book, so there's a bunch of different stories in here. I love reading short stories like right before bed, and it's just kind of something like to kind of get your mind off of the novel that you're currently reading. Like you can just kind of, read these here and there in between. And they don't really mess with, I find sometimes if I read like 2 novels at the same time that I kind of get their storylines converged. So I tend not to do that. But yeah, you can read these and not get it mixed up with the novel that you're reading. So I think short stories are perfect for the Halloween season because it's short season and you just like want something quick and easy, like something kind of creepy. Definitely pick up a short story, and Stephen King is great at short story writing. The next book we're going to talk about is called An Exorcist Tells His Story by Gabriel Amorth, and this one is not going to be for the faint of heart, you guys. This one is a true account of a person who deals with exorcisms and kind of his journey, his experiences. And my mom read this and gave it to me, and she said it is so scary. So I'm looking forward to reading this one, but I'm also a little bit scared as well because I am totally into like reading all that kind of stuff about demonic possessions, but it scares the crap out of me because like that is the one thing I'm the most terrified of in the world. So I mean, this story is definitely not going to be for the faint of heart. So I'll just read you the back of this one as well. It says, this powerful book, Friar Gabriel Amorth, the renowned chief exorcist of Rome, tells his many experiences in his ministry as an exorcist doing battle with Satan to relieve the great suffering of many people in the grip of evil. The importance of this ministry to expel demons is clearly seen in the Gospels from the action of the apostles and from the church history. In this book, Father Amorth allows the reader to witness the activities of the exorcist, to experience what an exorcist sees and does. He shows how real and powerful the devil is and how his wicked and evil influence is so prevalent today in many people's lives. He also reveals how little modern science, psychology, and medicine can do to help those under Satan's influence, and that only the power of Christ can release them from their mental, spiritual, or physical suffering. That sounds scary. The next one that I am looking forward to reading is called Give Me the Child by Mel McGrath. And this one says, Dr. Kat Lupo aches for another child despite the psychosis that marked her first pregnancy. So when Ruby Winter, a small girl in need of help, arrives in the middle of the night, it seems like fate. But as the events behind Ruby's arrival emerge, her mother's death, her connection to Kat, Kat begins to question whether her decision to help Ruby has put her own daughter at risk. Kat's research tells her there's no such thing as evil. Her history tells her she's paranoid, but her instinct tells her different. And as the police fight to control a sudden spat of riots raging across the capital, Kat faces a race against time of her own. So this one sounds creepy, like some sort of like possessed child. I mean, that's terrifying as well. The last book we are going to talk about today is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. And basically this one I got for Christmas last year and I have not picked it up yet. I find that I have to be in the mood to read Stephen King, and I haven't really been so much lately, but I'm starting to kind of feel like I might be interested in this one. So this one's definitely a very cool idea for sure for a book. It says, in a future so real and near it might be now, something happens when women go to sleep. They become shrouded in a cocoon-like gauze. If they are awakened, the gauze wrapping their bodies is disturbed or violated, the women become feral and spectacularly violent. I mean, that's how I am when I get woken up anyways, so. And while they sleep, they go to another place, a better place where harmony prevails and conflict is rare. One woman, the mysterious Eve Black, is immune to the blessing or curse of the sleeping disease. Is Eve a medical anomaly to be studied, or is she a demon who must be slain? Abandoned, left to their increasingly primal urges, the men divide into warring factions, some wanting to kill Eve, some to save her. Others exploit the chaos to wreak their own vengeance on new enemies. All turn to violence in a suddenly all-male world. That sounds scary. Set in a small Appalachian town whose primary employer is a women's prison, Sleeping Beauties is a wildly provocative, gloriously dramatic father-son collaboration that feels particularly urgent and relevant today. So that's definitely a different kind of idea for a book. It's quite long, so this is definitely going to be something, I mean, I guess the font is like rather large, I guess, so it shouldn't be too bad, but this would definitely be an undertaking for sure, so I'd have to make sure that I actually was going to be really interested in this to keep going in order to read the whole thing. Well, you guys, those are some of the scary books that I am wanting to read in the future. They are not on my TBR, but I do want to get to them sometime soon here. I just have so many scary books on my TBR that I want to read them all at once, and you just can't do that, as you know. So these are some of the ones that I'm looking forward to reading. Let me know in the comments down below what you're looking forward to reading, and if any of the ones that I had on this list is on your TBR as well. Hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you in tomorrow's Hollyween video. Bye!